Hey, so this should be Thursday, the last day of this week, and I just want to tell you that you are doing a great job of making your way through Romeo and Juliet doing an act a week. So today we'll finish up Act 3. We're looking at scenes 4 and 5. So, one thing I want to point out, scenes 4 and 5 are happening simultaneously. Scene 4 is happening like down in the common area of the house when Lord Capulet is having the conversation with Paris. And then there's a little bit of overlap with parts of scene 5 where Romeo and Juliet are waking up the morning after their honeymoon and are saying their goodbyes. And then it separates, it diverges a little bit after that because then Lord Capulet has to leave the scene downstairs to come upstairs to talk to Juliet. But there are parts of that where the timing is really overlapping, and I wanted y'all to think about that and think about the implications of that while you're reading and watching the movie. All right. In scene 4, I wanted to point out the line that Paris delivers where he says, "These times of woe afford no time to woo." All right, first of all, I want to make sure you know what woe and woo are. It's kind of funny if you say it together. Whoa, woo, whoa, woo, whoa, woo. Anyway, woe is sadness. Woo, though, if you are wooing a woman, you are trying to impress her with maybe some gifts or with your charming personality, or you're galloping to iambic pentameter, or whatever it is that you do to impress women, okay, or men. So these times of woe afford no time to woo. It means these sad times don't leave us any time to go through any kind of a normal courtship ritual. So guess what? You better marry off your daughter to me. Okay, that's what Paris is saying. And Lord Capulet buys that argument. He's ready to get her right on married to Paris. All right, now, in the last scene, there is so much foreshadowing that has to do with death. I've just decided to call it death shadowing, okay? So look, and this isn't even all of it. This is just what would fit on the dry erase board right now. So look at the death shadowing. Romeo says, "Let me be put to death." He's like tempting fate whenever it's time to leave. And she's like, "Oh, you better go." And he's like, "Oh, let me get put to death. I don't have to leave. They can just kill me. I'll stay here." So super drama right there. All right, then Juliet, as he's leaving, says that she has an ill-divining soul, like, oh no, something bad is about to happen. That's a warning. And then she says, "I think I see thee dead in the bottom of a tomb." That is never a good sign. Whenever you're taking your leave of somebody and you see them dead in the bottom of a tomb, bad, death shadowing. All right, then Lady Capulet, after being frustrated with Juliet, says, "I would the fool were married to her grave." Would in this case means wish. I wish my daughter were married to her grave. Nice going there, Mom. All right, and then finally, Capulet says, "We thought us blessed that God had lent us this only child, but now we see that this one is too much." So we thought we were lucky because we were able to have a kid, but now it turns out this one is too much. Those are some pretty strong words coming from her family. Tons of death shadowing. All right, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, because there's so much of it in this scene, is verbal irony. Remember, verbal irony happens when the character is saying one thing, but intending or meaning something else. And it's perfect that teenagers who, in this case Juliet, who's been lying to her parents, is doing the verbal irony, because that's what teenagers do when they're trying to sort of tell the truth, but sort of not tell the truth, spin what they're trying to say one way so that their parents will interpret it a certain way. That's what she's doing, okay? So let's take a look at some of her verbal irony. First one says, would none but I might venge my cousin's death." In this, she's saying, I wish that nobody but me, I'm the only one that could go and avenge Tybalt. Because would she really avenge him? I don't think so. She'd go after Romeo. All right, next. "I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him," and then big dash, "dead," another big dash, "is my poor heart." Look what she did there. I'll never be satisfied until I see Romeo dead, is what Mom is hearing. But then what she's actually meaning, dead is my poor heart, because I just had to see him go away. So little nice spin with the word dead there in the middle. All right, then she says, how my heart abhors to hear him named and cannot come to him. Abhor means to hate. So she's saying, how my heart hates to hear his name and cannot come to him. She's talking though right there as if she's going to be the one to go and give him some dram of poison. No, she wouldn't give him poison. She hates to hear his name. That's what she's telling Mom, but she wants to go to him, not for the delivery of poison, but, to reunite with her lover. All right, so lots of verbal irony. You guys are doing well. Hang in there. Keep on trucking through Romeo and Juliet, and then we'll hit Act 4 next week. All right, see you later.